I saw an article the other day that will shock you. If you've been watching my content long enough, you're probably very familiar with some of the data and statistics proving that the unluckiest segment of the population is unmarried, childless women in their mid-40s. The phrase "follow the money" fits this situation perfectly. Because if you're smart, you might benefit from this trend towards unmarried, childless women. Think subscription cat food and packaged wine. Oh, and don't forget the pills. While some women are making more money than ever, it's often true that money doesn't buy happiness. Some women have participated in rallies and protests for equality. But once they achieve a degree of equality, they either reinstate their privilege, thereby ignoring the equality they fought for, or they simply blame outside agents. The job market isn't that sweet, my dear. No pun intended. The evidence is so widespread, you might roll your eyes when you hear someone say they are fighting for equality. Those who use mainstream media arguments to prove their point haven't really thought about what their beliefs are. They are just parrots. Of course, by other people I mean people who don't care about them. You and me. Some ideologies get so much publicity because they benefit society's overlords, while ordinary citizens, especially men, have to pay the price for the consequences. It's funny how some people still blindly believe that these corporations and governments care about them just because the mass media machine is driving the narrative. No wonder there are now more divisions than ever, and it's hard to have a healthy debate. Rather than having a decent conversation as an adult, many people prefer to be right rather than learn new things. On the other hand, as mgtow, you don't want social engineering to have an impact and convince others. In fact, when you travel, preferring a single lifestyle to an unhappy marriage, constantly declaring yourself to please everyone but you, and other wrong choices can be very damaging indeed. For example, if you set boundaries in a relationship and don't let your girlfriend go to clubs, you may be labeled as insecure and controlling, even though you don't go to clubs either. In today's video, you'll learn more about leftover women and why they're actually pretty dissatisfied. Thus, the above article was published in Psychology Today. The headline is "Why Many Single Women Are So Happy Without Children." I'll guide you through debunking the lies and giving modern women an important reality check as they try to capture unicorns and live in a parallel dimension where they feel like they're 1 out of 10 even though the character not good. mgtow's duty is to be down to earth, as long as he is happy, and he will be really happy if he does not meet modern women. Believe me, the gist of the article is that single women without children tend to be happier and healthier than men and married women with children. Guys, women tend to have stronger social networks outside of relationships. More on that later. Single women can be more picky than single men when it comes to choosing a partner because they enjoy the freedom that comes with their lifestyle. Before reading this article, let us solve these problems one by one. First, single women without children are really unhappy, especially at the age of 40, when their fertility is gone. An EV magazine article written by Women for Women identified 39-year-old married men with 1 child as the happiest of the bunch. But the unluckiest were the 42-year-old women who had a professional job and were paid just £100. I said before that money can't buy happiness. But at least some women realize they can treat themselves with accessories, vacations and beauty treatments. Not at all. If a woman says she wears makeup or an outfit to please herself and feel more confident, ask her if she wears makeup when she's home alone. Why on earth is she wearing red lipstick when no one is home? Are you thinking right? Second, and I'm sure you'll enjoy this, it's clear that women have stronger social networks outside of romantic relationships. Statistics show that 50% of married women have a backup plan. No wonder men choose not to commit to women, go abroad for committed relationships, or withdraw from dating with revenge. Now that society is out of control, it's normal for people to be lazy and cheat. If you're a guy and you're dating a woman, chances are you're not the only guy she's testing. Of course, if you've been on a date before, you'll eventually realize that being a guy and a woman isn't a good option because girls these days talk to a lot of guys at the same time. When you got married, you told your wife she couldn't go to the club. In today's society, you are viewed as sexist and intolerant. Brainwashed people will say don't be insecure, she only sees friends. Of course, if a woman is on the phone with another guy, even calling him bae, that's no big deal, because he's just a friend. Most shockingly, men who set these boundaries but don't explore their options are still labeled as insecure and controlling. Come on, now that you've got some equality, you're not satisfied yet. No wonder why men would rather be single than be in a relationship with a woman. As if giving her what she wants isn't enough, she'll ask for more, right? Until she finds someone better and dumps that guy. Third, women are certainly more picky than single men when it comes to choosing a partner. Men are used to rejection and failure, women are not. As a result, men develop character and try to be stronger, while women think they are great until they are rejected. Then she had a big reality check and realized that having certain assets wasn't enough. Well, that might be enough to get a guy, but not enough to keep him. In the long run, powerful people in society fund certain ideologies that give women equal access to the workforce. Is it because these influential people care about women? Happiness? Not at all. They push all these policies and ideas to get richer. As more people enter the labor force, the government is able to tax more workers and increase their income. Guess what? Today, governments around the world receive more taxes than ever before. But the national debt never stopped growing. Living alone is a challenging task and the cost of living is ridiculously high. In the past, a man was considered the breadwinner and could support his family with his earnings. Women stay home and raise children, so the state and school system don't really have the capacity to indoctrinate. In today's world, both husbands and wives work 9-to-5 jobs and spend a lot of time outside. As a result, children are more likely to be indoctrinated and perpetuated. This sinks me. Either system. These are by no means bold, far-fetched statements. Men are waking up to the scam. Husbands don't want to work long hours to get home, argue with their wives about some mean thing, or even tutor a child the school system places them on. Fortunately, single men usually get along well and enjoy their solitude. On the other hand, women who do not want to have children end up being unhappy despite making a lot of money. Some of them even admitted that they froze their eggs just in case so they could face the harsh reality of the wall. All the money they make raises their expectations. As much as I value having standards, these women are single because they've spent their lives chasing unicorns, or surprisingly living the life of a boss bitch while working for a boss that's usually male. Anyway, as always, I wish you all the best. Now it is your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, please click the like and subscribe buttons. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss future uploads. Leave a comment and share. See you in the next video, guys. Until next time.